What was the strangest part of your divorce? After my first wife and I married, I joined the army. Fast forward a year and a half. A lot of bad judgment and immaturity on both parts, and we separated and she moved back to Pennsylvania. I moved from North Carolina to Louisiana and filed for divorce. She refuses to accept the papers being served, but her mother has served the papers after 2 attempts. She basically just didn't open the door to the people serving as she didn't know who they were, so she wasn't served. We go into arbitration, wait 90 days, then I go to court, divorce is finalized. The entire time, about a year or so, we had been separated. I had been paying spousal support, per Army policy. In the interim, I'd met my current wife, we dated and got engaged. A couple months after my divorce was finalized, we got married. So after the divorce was finalized, I stopped paying my ex support, again, per Army policy. Plus after the divorce was finalized, since my ex had no representation, not challenged the divorce and not made any requests, like alimony, we were divorced, uncontested, wife in absentia, all mutual property to be retained by whoever had possession at the time. So my current wife go ahead with our wedding as planned, and 2 months later I get called in front of the man, company commander, with his number 2, first sergeant, standing there, and they're telling me that my wife filed a complaint with a legal aid office from an Army Reserve lawyer, that I hadn't paid her spousal support in a couple of months. I didn't understand, as my wife had dropped me off at work that morning, and everything was fine. I asked if he'd like to call and speak with her, which he did. While I waited outside of his office, he brought me back in. He told me he had spoken with my wife, and that she was as confused as I was. So while I waited, he called the lawyer back and related what had happened to that point, about talking to me and my wife. Then my CO says my ex-wife's name, and everything started to become clear to me. CO put the lawyer on hold and asked me if the name meant anything to me. I told him about the arbitration, the 90-day wait, the divorce in absentia, and the wedding that he had signed leave papers for to go do. So he gets back on the phone, tells the lawyer that I've divorced my ex. There's a few yes, okay, Roger, and I'll check on that and get back to you, and he hangs up. He needs to see the divorce decree and marriage certificate. So I head on over to PAC Personnel Administration Center, get copies of the copies that I gave them to stop the support, and restart the extra pay for being married, which included both the divorce decree and marriage certificate. He took them, read them over, told me we were good, and for that day at least, it was over. Next day I come into work for PT in the morning, and he calls me out of formation at the end to talk to me. CO told me that he faxed copies to the lawyer and PA. Apparently my ex was there when they arrived and she blew a gasket. She wanted to know how and why I didn't have to send her money, why she wasn't getting alimony, what she was supposed to do for healthcare, how could the divorce be final if she never signed the papers. My CO said he could hear her raising all kinds of hell in the background when the lawyer called him back to confirm that he'd received the paperwork and that everything was in order. She was very upset that she wasn't entitled to and not getting any more of my money, which shows you what that entire marriage was all about for her to begin with.